Evening, everybody. It's 5:49, and this is your closing comment for Monday, the 3rd of April. It's video number 1735, and I just want to mention going into it that I'm probably going to do another video later tonight that discusses silver and copper. So, market was all over the place today, but primarily there were two stocks in the Dow that kept the market strongly higher. And those two stocks were United Health, UNH, which closed, or the last is 494.19, up 2160. And that is the most highly weighted in the Dow. Remember, Dow is weighted by price. So that means that of the 327 that the Dow was up, UNH was worth 150 of it. The other one was CVX, which is number 15 out of the 30, but it was up almost $7, 169.95, up 779, 679 or 4.2%, and that's about $50. So those two stocks were 200 points of the 327 that we were up. There were 22 Dow stocks up, 8 of them lower, but the advanced declines for the entire NYSE were barely 1-to-1. So, that's pretty much even money. And over on the NASDAQ, which was sharply lower this morning, we finished 1.2-to-1 to the downside, and the NASDAQ closed down 32.45 or 0.27%. The S&P was up 15 and change, or a third of a percent. Russell was basically unchanged, down 17 cents, and the Dow Jones transports were down 157.36. We had ISM, March ISM this morning. Remember that is a above or below 50 advance or contraction. The number came in at 46.3, so that is its continued contraction. Manufacturing was also lower. It was 49.2 versus 49.3 expected, so really not much there. Construction spending, however, was down 0.1%, and that just continues to wither away, but not at an overwhelming pace. This morning I mentioned ASND, Ascensia, and it was about $64, or actually I think it was 60. It was 67.20, down 40. It made a low of 34.22. It actually closed 73 after rallying up to 77.77. So it was down just 34.22 or 32%. WWE, the deal with Endeavor, which is a private company, obviously is not overwhelming. It had closed at 91.26, got as high as, it immediately opened down about $5, $6 actually, down at 85.32, got down to 82.81, and it closed at 90, which was pretty close to the high of 90.25. It was still down $1.26. And another one of those, let's reverse it and add AI to the name, GFAI, that is Guard Force AI. It was reversed 1 for 40 not long ago. It was down around the 380 at the low. Then it was about a week and a half ago, $7.08, up 223 on the day. Today it was as high as 21.19. Last is 19.10. That's up 12.02 or 174%. AMC has a settlement with some shareholders. The settlement was announced right after the close. Evidently, they're getting stock. And neither the market nor the plaintiffs, I'm assuming, are pleased with that. It closed at 511. Um, since then has been as low as 370. Last is 399, down $1.02, or roughly 20%. Tomorrow morning we have both jolts, that's job openings, and factory orders, but neither of those comes before the open. They both come at 10 o'clock. As far as these markets go, the oil was really great today. It opened at 80 and got up as high as, let's just take a quick look, as high as 81.69, closed 80.42. So it had a very quiet day after the gap up, and closed mid-range and up 475 on the day. But this is a tough area. These two tops are, let's just take a look. Those two tops are 82.64 and 82.66. So until we get through there, this is going to continue to be a problem. But this 5-day is rolling back to the upside. It's the weekly. On the daily, let's take a little closer look at that. On the daily, the 5 has already gone through. I mentioned this last week that it was going to happen. It did. And as you can see, today's high is right into those highs. So we're probably due for a bit of a pullback, but in a news-related oil market, you just never know. The gold was up 14.20, but all of the rest of the metals were down. As I said, I'm going to do a video tonight on that. The dollar was down 40 cents. Bitcoin was down 475. The bonds were down up 3/4 of a point. And silver was down 13 cents. Nat gas down 12. All right, everyone. I'll be back first thing in the morning, and look for the next video overnight.